Dear students, this is the textbook solution for the history first chapter. State whether true or false. James Mill divided Indian history into three periods: Hindu, Muslim, Christian. We have seen that one. Hindu, Muslim, Christian. It is given. Is it true or false? It is false because it is not Christian. Instead of that, James Mill said British. So that is false. Then second one, British documents help us to understand what the people of the country think. The official documents, it is not saying like that people what they are thinking, what they done a wrong thing, that only we will get, that also false. Then British thought surveys are important for effective administration. Yes, for effective administration they conducted many types of surveys, land survey and other things. That is true. So answers are also is there. The next one, what is the problem with the periodization of Indian history that James Mill offer? What he done, he made Indian history into three stages, like that one. In his book he done that one. And what is the problem with, according to his prejudice version of Indian history, the British rule represents all the forces of progress and civilization. They are thinking like that. We got the civilization after the coming of British rule. We was living in a darkness or ignorance before that, like that they are saying. And he is criticizing the taboos and caste system and other things, everything. So it is not really that one. That is not, also it is not right to classify an age according to the religion of the rulers of that time, because in starting we can see the Delhi Sultanate, there was ruling, the maximum rulers was Hindu, so we are calling it Hindu time. Then came the Mughal period, that's why he given the Islam. Then next comes the British, like that. Then why he, instead of British, why he is not given the caste of that particular rulers, that also he want to do, but he is not given done like that. So it is not a proper way of periodization. The next one, why did British preserve official documents? Why they want to keep that one? Every official document had to be clearly written up and preserved. Only once it was done, things could be properly studied and debated. When we are making the record, we should make the study as well as debate. And preserved documents could be used as the point to reference whenever required. We can use as a reference. That is the main answer. Other things as an introduction and the explanation of that one. Then how will be the information historians get from the old newspaper be different from the found in the police report? In the what we are police report is it is an official record, and newspaper what it is not a official record like that. That's why it will be very, you can read the answer. We will read the answer. Historians also goes through the unofficial record relating to that period, like the diaries of the people, accounts of the pilgrimage, travelers, autobiographies of important personalities. All these things are unofficial records. Unlike the restricted nature of the official documents like a police record of the recording of the government, such as newspapers have the advantages of such information represent the complete truth. Advantages of providing the varied information to the historians. Why they are referring both? They will get the different views that will give the complete truth in front of the people. So we can say like that the newspaper, old newspaper, that is it is giving a different view than the police record what they kept. Then next question it is, can you think examples of surveys in your world today? We are having census survey and other things like that survey. Then think about how toy companies get information about what young people enjoy playing with, or how the government find out about the number of young people in school. What can a historian derive from such survey? Wow. Answer, in the present day scenario, various kinds of surveys are carried on both by the government as well as the private enterprises. We know the channel surveys, then the net surveys, like that. Many types of surveys are going on at the same time. The government is conducting that with the help of Anganwadi teachers, or like that government teachers, they are conducting census surveys like that. Then the government surveys includes census in various details of the family are collected. Private companies also carry surveys for the use of their product, for example soap or mobiles, like the different product for that purpose. And we can take example of the toy company, and they are making the survey to the people which one they are enjoying or the like that, and what we are getting the information from that. And for this purpose, who visit schools and distribute the newspapers among young people after the school is over. Young people are asked to take or cross option their choice. They are giving like that some options they will give, and then we can tick or we can cross it out. Then they will get the papers back through which they derives the conclusion about the toy which is liked by the young people. Then government carries out the census of every 10 years. Each household provides details of its children and about the occupation and other things. They will get it, and it is from the details of the governments comes to know about the number of young people in the school, and historians study these data and come to know about the education level and other details. The historians, they will get what we are keeping these records in the today, that will be the source for historians tomorrow. They will get the information about the study and other things here in our area or any area. So we'll continue in next video.